Because she lost a game, Chuyu had to stay locked in a closet with her crush. Her heart races from being so close to him. He leans in even closer to kiss her just as the challenge ends. As they leave, her friend asks if she took advantage of the moment with her crush. He overhears this as he passes by, leaving her flustered. Her friend had to rush off and couldn't take her home, but Liang Ze arrives on his motorcycle and offers her a ride. She holds on to him tightly during the ride. They stop at a park, and he asks her to be his girlfriend. Nervous, she downs all of his drink and says that everyone loves telling her what to do. But he tells her to do whatever she wants. He tries to kiss her again, and she refuses, saying it's her turn to take advantage, then kisses him. He takes her home. She's a bit tipsy, and he tells her he likes her. She steps onto his feet, giving in to love. The next morning, she wakes up startled, and he tries to calm her down, saying that nothing happened between them. He just let her stay the night and slept on the couch himself. He goes out to buy breakfast and finds a note she left, telling him to forget about what happened the night before. However, she forgot her bracelet, so he calls her to return it, setting up a meeting. At the agreed time, he tells her he forgot the bracelet. She gets angry, and as she's about to leave, he holds her back, asking if she only came for the bracelet. Two guys show up looking for a fight. One of them yells that his girlfriend cheated on him with Liang Ze. Liang Ze takes off running with Chuyu. She asks if it's true, but he kisses her to make her stay quiet. The next day, she sees him with the angry guy's girlfriend. Furious, she demands her bracelet back immediately. He takes her to his place, saying he'll get the bracelet. There, he holds her and tells her that she's driving him crazy. He leaves her and goes to look for the bracelet. However, he can't find it and checks the trash bin outside the house. He ends up getting his head stuck, and she laughs while he asks for help. He goes to clean up, revealing a stunning look. He pulls her in to kiss her, but is interrupted by a friend. On her way back, she's bothered by a girl who likes him. However, he arrives and asks the girl to leave his girlfriend alone. He gives her a bracelet with their initials and asks her to be his girlfriend, saying he likes her and it was love at first sight. She accepts, and he takes her home on the back of his motorcycle. When he returns home, he receives a message saying his mother is very ill and he needs to go abroad to accompany her. Liang Ze is drinking with his friend, talking about his mother's illness. At that moment, the guy who started the fight shows up and starts provoking him. Liang Ze retaliates by asking if his girlfriend cheated on him again. They end up fighting. Chuyu tends to his injuries, and he doesn't miss the chance to flirt with her. Another day, he goes to buy a cake and sees her with her ex-boyfriend. He texts her, and she replies saying she'll get in touch later because she has something to finish. He has 2 plane tickets abroad, but she arrives, saying she's all set to start her graduate studies. Hearing this, he decides not to mention the tickets. She asks if something's wrong, but he denies it, and they kiss. On her birthday, he takes her to an amusement park. He gives her a gift box and asks her to open it only on the carousel. He leaves without her noticing. When she opens the box, she finds a note saying he'll only accompany her this far. His friend tells her that he asked her not to contact him again, to look forward, and live well. She cries a lot. Chuyu ended up not pursuing her graduate studies and chose a job she enjoyed instead. She even moved away from where she used to live, but she never forgot Liang Ze. Years later, she's working at a large company. Her co-workers invite her to go to a bar with them. At the bar, she drinks a lot while playing a game. She gets drunk, and a guy starts bothering her. Liang Ze shows up, introducing himself as her boyfriend and gets rid of the guy. She passes out and wakes up in her own bed. Missing him, she kisses him, thinking it's a dream. Liang Ze appears at her company while she's rushing because she's late. Her co-worker tells her there's a new, very handsome team leader. Since she's late, she has to report to this new leader. When she enters his office, she's shocked to see that it's Liang Ze. She realizes that the kiss wasn't a dream. At the cafe, she happily goes to talk to him. However, he says he's not Liang Ze. She insists that he is, pointing out that he wouldn't have kissed her the night before if he weren't. He replies that, unfortunately, she didn't get what she wanted and that she should keep her distance from him. As she walks away, she thinks about how similar he is to Liang Ze, except for his cold demeanor. She twists her ankle, and he appears, treating her coldly. He offers help but soon walks away. She grabs him by the shirt and sees his scar. Determined to find out who he really is, she jumps onto his back so he'll carry her home. She invites him to dinner and ends up slipping, grabbing onto him. Her plan is to test him by serving shrimp, knowing Liang Ze is allergic. However, he eats nearly all of it. She's confused, but as he leaves, she sees him getting sick. She confirms that he really is Liang Ze, but she doesn't understand why he refuses to admit it. At the company, he seems to flirt with a co-worker. She reprimands him, saying that he's not that kind of person, but he replies that she doesn't really know him. She later sees the co-worker crying, saying she was deceived both emotionally and financially. Thinking it was Liang Ze, she goes to confront him, demanding that he apologize to her co-worker and return her money, or she'll take action. He calls someone to investigate the situation. Later, her co-worker tells her that Liang Ze helped and joined forces with the police to catch the online scammers and recover the money for all the victims. She realizes she made a mistake and goes to apologize to him. On another day, she runs into her ex-boyfriend, who mentions that he met Liang Ze 5 years ago. This leaves her stunned. He explained that Liang Ze had wanted to take her abroad with him, but he interfered, telling Liang Ze that he would be sacrificing her future, as she should pursue her graduate studies. Now, he realizes he only ended up disrupting her life and apologizes. At the company, she reflects on how easily Liang Ze gave up on her in the past. Late at night, she's sitting alone, still thinking, when he arrives, saying it's dangerous for her to be there by herself. She asks how he knew she'd be there, but thanks him for protecting her, giving him a small kiss. He asks if that's how she thanks everyone. She replies that it's only for him. He takes her home and notices someone hiding near her house. The next day, he tells her he'll be going on a business trip and that she'll be coming along as his assistant. In the car, he tells her not to leave his sight for 24 hours. This is to protect her, but she thinks he's just trying to get her alone. At the hotel, she jumps onto the bed, saying she'll sleep with him since he supposedly feels nothing for her. Of course, he dodges and sets her up on the sofa. However, she ends up sleeping in his bed, claiming to be a sleepwalker. She accuses him of taking advantage, but in reality, she's the one making moves on him. At work, she tries to make him jealous by being extra friendly with a male model. He complains about her touching the model too much. That night at the hotel, she dresses up in a seductive outfit. He can't resist and leans in to kiss her. Just then, the phone rings. It's a woman saying she has a fever. He leaves. Feeling sad, she gets dressed and heads out too, only to almost be kidnapped by a strange man. She escapes, and as Liang Ze is returning, he saves her, restraining the attacker until the police arrive. After the man's arrest, he finally admits that he is indeed Liang Ze. He explains that his mother was ill and that he wanted to take her with him but was afraid of sacrificing her future. He also reveals that he hid his identity to keep her safe because the attacker wanted revenge on him for witnessing a crime and helping to put him behind bars. He takes her back to his place, and just as he's about to kiss her, a woman enters, saying she forgot her cream in his drawer. She asks him who the woman is, and he responds that it's his ex-girlfriend. She finds it odd that an ex-girlfriend has keys to his place. He insists it's not what she thinks, but she leaves anyway. Soon, we'll have the final part of this story. If you enjoyed, like, comment, or share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep following the best dramas here.